Hello, this is Juan for JuanSource.com. I'm going to be doing a audio commentary on a demo from a match that I've played. First off, I'm going to have you sync the demo up to 1 minute and 34 seconds. If you know how to skip by tick rate, you can go to tick rate 9400, 9400. So while you're doing that, I'm going to talk a little bit about this demo. This was a COP placement tournament match on Nuke versus JMC. This was, I think, in May of 2007, again for the CEVO placement tournament. I only managed to get one half of this demo. Unfortunately, I lost my other half, but we had a very good T side of this half, so I figured I'd talk a little bit about the T side strats that we run. We had a very successful half, like I said. Give my part of those strats and kind of give a general just feel for T-side nuke, how you should probably approach it. So hopefully by now you have the demo synced up. We're going to resume. I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, resume. So you'll notice immediately here we have 3 players with very good spawns, and generally on Nuke, when we get a very good spawn like this, I really want to take advantage of it and do an upper rush, because an upper rushes with good spawns are hard to hit. How we approach this upper rush is we usually send the best guy, which is going to be me, the best spawner, is going to flash through the window, then flash out the hut, while 3 guys rush Squeaky, and 1 guy either flanks outside or holds the ramp push. We did send 1 guy outside, so I do that double flash. I nade the forklift there. I smoke it out just so the guy in the tower puts attention on me. Instead of looking at the guys that came out the Squeaky, he's going to be looking at the hut because the smokes and flashes are coming out of there. So obviously there's a player in that area. After I do that, instead of peeking out, I'm watching the ramp flank here. There's really no reason for me to peek out. I have an opper out the Squeaky door posted up on the tower, so me looking there really isn't going to do anything. So instead I just drop back, catch the ramp flank. And you can see we managed to get a bunch of entry kills here, and this round's going to go in our favor. And like I said, definitely take advantage of those upper spawns, and you're going to see throughout this demo, I believe 3 or 4 times, we're going to get very good upper spawns, and we rush with those spawns and win pretty much every time doing that. So obviously I'm kind of low health, so I just run out. Here our spawns aren't that great. I don't remember the particular strategy that I called right here. I think probably like a slow ramp hit we're going to see here. Generally when we do a ramp hit, I like to send a couple guys outside just to keep the pressure there, because a lot of times there's going to be a rotator between ramp and outside. So if we do send guys ramp, looks like we're doing a 2-3 split, and on this strat, oh, I'm sorry. This strat, we're going to be pinching on the inside. And I throw a smoke at the ramp there because we're not sending any guys ramp. What that smoke does is just allow, if there's a guy playing on ramp and we're definitely not going there, that smoke just kind of delays him if he's going to flank us, so that we have a little bit extra time. And we managed to get a couple kills outside. I tossed the bomb down because I didn't want them to spot the bomb. And my guys cleared the mini. Our site was cleared. We don't know exactly where the guys are, so I'm telling them most likely they're not going to be lower. So the guys that are remaining alive, I tell them I'm going to go down lower, plant the bomb, and the rest of them try to get down there, and we're in pretty good positioning here. Then I just go to the back hall and spot the back hall. Obviously he's not going to come barrel without me hearing, so I don't really have to worry about it. Once I hear the barrel door open, I'm going to look over there. But other than that, just post up on the back hall. When you hear the defuse, then peek. There's really no point. I think that was a 2-on-1. There's really no point to peek until he defuses. He has to make the move. You don't. So keep your advantage. Again, not great spawns here. Their ramp was somewhat weak, as was their outsides. There's really kind of a lot of strats I can run here. Looks like we're going to do kind of a basic split outside. We're going to send, like I said before in that last round, we're going to send 1 guy outside just to keep pressure there to hold that second ramp guy there. So if we do hit ramp, that there's only 1 or 2 guys at the most at ramp. I smoked the outside for Paradox, and you can see I posted up on the hut there. I like to spam that because a lot of people are going to push that hut sometimes. They're going to flash it. I don't get flashed in that position, and usually I can catch a headshot just like I did there on any hut pusher. I grab the bomb and go back into the lobby. We just killed a guy that was pushing the lobby, so chances are there's really not a guy in my close area, so I'm okay to be solo with the bomb there. My teammates went around through the ramp, and I'm sorry for the skippy demo if you do notice that I was lagging quite bad here, but my teammates flanked around the ramp, and then they went up the tower and met up with me again. I didn't go with them because in case there was opposition ramp, that I didn't want the bomb to be down and in case it came, I could go to the opposite direction of where the opposition was, since there was only a few guys left, and safely plant the bomb. Again, I'm smoking the outside for Paradox here. This is in case there is a warehouse opper outside. That's going to kind of block off that smoke right there. It's good to just go on a server sometimes and find some smokes. That smoke is quite useful. Again, I'm throwing the bomb down here. I don't want them to spot the bomb. I can always pick it up, so it's really not that big of a deal. My teammates get a pick outside, they get a pick on ramp, and I believe we're probably going to go into I'm either going to take this ramp or inside. I think there would be two good options. Looks like my teammates were communicating to me that they killed the ramp guys. They're going to come up the tower. The tower is clear. I'm flashing the site. In fact, there was still a guy there, so I should have checked that right. I didn't fully check that right side. And this is actually going to cost us here. I remember specifically, this is, in fact, the only round we lost. And this was a 2 versus 5 situation, so definitely poor play on our part. And you're going to see Paradox makes a comment here, 1 by 1, and that's exactly what happened. We died 1 by 1. When the bomb drops like that, make a team attempt to go and get it. You saw one player just try to run in the hut from our team and get the bomb by himself. That's a definite, not a good play to make. You just want to go in there with your team. We had a ton of time. We had about 30-35 seconds to go with I think we were in a 2 versus 4 after I died. And instead of just, going in there as a team, we went in 1 by 1, and that cost us the round right there. So that mistake cost us that. I think there was a 4 versus 1 right there, and definitely could have been avoided. Again, we have the good spawns here, and I'm going to actually write an article on this. It should be out soon here, taking advantage of the spawn rotation, because you're going to know exactly what spawn they have, and so they're going to get there at approximately the same time as they did on your last rush, so you can really take advantage of that information. And again, I'm the best spawn here. I'm going to do my double flash. I'm going to flash through the window. I'm going to stop flashing through the window. This is going to flash the guy at mini, so my guy's coming out the squeak. You don't have to look there directly. Then I'm going to flash the floor, so it flashes the tower slightly. Then I'm going to nade that forklift just in case there's a guy playing there. Unfortunately, I didn't check my ramp flank quick enough. And that was actually a very fast ramp flank. That's not usually the case, and I was caught a little bit off guard there, but next time I'm definitely going to be aware of that quick ramp flank, because on the first time they didn't flank ramp, so I was thinking, if they do flank ramp, it's not going to be extremely quick, but obviously I was wrong in that situation. But we do manage to get the round. Great entry kills from our guys rushing the squeaky, and I believe Paradox had a couple kills outside. So again, their outside and ramp are very weak. In fact, we're really taking advantage of everywhere on the map. So there's not a particular strat that we have to be running at this point to exploit a specific area, because we're doing well all over the place. I'm thinking it's probably going to be an eco here. So we set up in spots. I'm going to sit on top of the sandbag and catch any lobby pushers with the bomb while my team flanks around the tower. I didn't hit that shot completely there, and it causes one of my teammates to die. I guess he didn't get my flank call in time, but this is going to be... it should be a pretty easy eco win here, and we know that they only have USPs, so I'm just calling over my teammates. Let's group up, let's go somewhere. It doesn't really matter where we go as long as we're in a group, because we want to focus on getting trades, because they only have USPs. They're probably not going to spray us down with their USPs and get 2 of us, so as long as we get trades, we're at the advantage. We're going to win the round, and we're slow clearing here. We take the site. My teammates are covering me. I plant the bomb. We know exactly where he is, and we're in a good situation here. We're both kind of double teaming him here. Flashing it, spamming that, and take down the round. So that's what you want to do on eco situations when you know it's like down to a 3v3, 3v2. If you have the advantage and you know they don't have guns, just get in a group and go somewhere. Just be decisive and pick somewhere and stick with it, because you're going to win that situation very often. Here we're kind of doing our inside pinch again, and you're going to see me throw a couple nades at the ramp here. Again, my purpose here is just to kind of delay if there is a ramp flank. Since we're not going ramp and we're focusing 5 men on inner, we don't want to have to worry about the ramp flank. So I just toss a couple nades there just to keep the guy occupied, keep rotators from staying there a little bit longer, and then that way we don't have to worry about it. And we get a good take on the inner site. Just get in a group, we're at the advantage, and plant the bomb. And you see we get 2 guys down right away, so we're not exactly sure where we are. We're just going to get out of that situation, get down lower, plant the bomb in a much safer area. Just avoid confrontation when you're kind of at an even standpoint. Unfortunately, I didn't get out there in time, but we're still in a pretty good situation here. I think that we're in a 2v1 there. And because we were both able to get down there, we were both in position, and we're going to win this round. Nick manages to hit a nice shot there. But our definitely quick thinking there, getting down lower, was the correct play. our spawns aren't particularly great here, so we're not gonna try a rush. So we're just gonna kind of get into our slow setup here, get as many pickoffs as we can. Again, we're taking advantage of pretty much the whole map because they don't seem to be particularly strong anywhere. I'm throwing that warehouse smoke again for Paradox, as I said earlier, just in case there's a warehouse opera, and I'm gonna set up on the hut push. Could be a possible eco here. I don't recall this. We got 2 kills right off the bat. And there is a guy ecoing in the hut, so I'm just kind of sitting back because I have the bomb, so I'm a little bit vulnerable here. If I die, they kind of have a bit of an advantage. So I'm just going to sit back, let my teammates do the work for now, and slowly work up once I hear that they're in the site and get into a group. And another easy round. And again, you can tell this is the best spawn. So I'm going to do my exact same thing I did before, and I got to be wary of the ramp flank this time. So you'll see me focus directly on that, and my flashes have been working well, so I'm going to continue with those. The squeaky guys have been doing a good job, and Mike's been getting a couple kills outside, so we're going to just keep doing that. We ran this twice before with the spawns, and we won it twice before, so there's no reason to change it up. I'm going to nade the forklift and then get in a good position to watch the ramp flank because I have a strong feeling that he's going to do it. And I can hear him coming, and I just post up, and I get a free kill. I go back, obviously, to help the guys because there's a couple... I probably should have just stayed in the hut there instead of kind of running out like an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking there, but I probably should have just stayed in the hut, looked up towards the tower, and that's going to be it. Unfortunately, like I said before, I lost my other half of the demo. But I think the main things I wanted to get across about Nuke, most people have questions more so on T-side Nuke because it is the much harder half. So I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I hope you learned a lot from it, and we'll see you next time.